So this video will show you how to start your room corner in Google Sketchup. You're going to start by going to your, I'm doing this in the web-based version. So I'm going to go to create new feet and inches, and if you're using the installed version, it is basically the same. I'm going to click H for my hand tool, but it's also located down here just to move orbit, and I'm going to click O on my keyboard to work for a quick orbit so I can move around. I'm going to zoom out a little bit too. So we're going to start, you can either do it by line or by rectangle, so I'm going to do it by rectangle. Do you see that blue rectangle that's floating around with the pencil? That's what you want. That means that we're going to draw on the floor. That's what you want. If it's any other color, you don't want that. So you're going to click once and drag it to start a rectangle, and looking down here at the dimensions, I'm going to type 12 feet, comma 12 feet, enter. So this is the floor. I'm going to orbit just so I can look at from above, and I'm going to draw another rectangle starting here for the walls, and I'm going to stretch it out this way. So if you're following along this video, feel free to pause it at any time and then do it on your computer so you don't get too lost. So I'm going to do 12 feet, comma 6 inches. So interior walls are typically around 6 inches. They can vary from 4 inches to 8 inches, but typically they're 6 inches thick. Exterior walls are around 10 inches. So there you go. And over here, I'm going to do my other wall, and I'm going to type 12 feet. Now I've added 6 inches of depth, so I need to do 12 feet, 6 inches, comma 6 inches. Oops, I just moved it. 12 feet, 6 inches, comma 6 inches. Okay, so here's our walls. So now I'm going to grab my push-pull tool. If you're doing the industrial style, you're going to do 12 feet, but any other style, you're going to do 9 feet. So I'm going to click 9 feet, enter, and then when you're doing this wall, you're going to either start stretching it up and type 9 feet, enter, or you can just bring your mouse up here and touch this edge, and it automatically makes sure that they're flush and even. So these are the two walls here. The next thing you're going to do is draw your windows. So you don't want to just draw a random rectangle on the wall. You want to actually figure out how high you want your window off the floor. Do you want it 2 feet off the floor? Do you want it 3 feet? And then how far from the ceiling are you going to do it? So you would draw those kind of guidelines and then do your rectangle then, but just for the sake of time, I'm going to draw a rectangle here, and I need to make sure that it stays red. Now this one's giving me a bit of trouble, so I'm just going to click enter, and I will fix the window after. I'm going to click push pull, click and hold and drag until it says on face, and then let go. So I said I was going to fix it later, and this is what I mean. I'm going to click push pull, and then I'm going to just push this back a little bit just to make sure it's the right height. So you can do that too. You can draw any shape rectangle and then use your push pull to make sure that it is the right size that you want it. So because this window is very, very large, I'm probably doing a more modern style. You wouldn't see a window this big in a traditional or Victorian or medieval or any of those design styles. So make sure that you are using a window that's appropriate to the design style. So once the window is push-pull through, make sure you take a second and go save, and save it in the name that you want it to be. So room corner, oops, room corner, and save. And now I'm going to go open up my, oops, wrong one. I'm going to open up my 3D warehouse, and I'm going to type in window. And I'm going to download this window, and you can see that it's not facing the right way. So I'm going to drop it outside of my drawing area, and I'm going to rotate it. So I'm going to click move and rotate, and you need to make sure that the circle is blue, okay? Because that means I'm pivoting from the base. So I'm going to click once to accept, and then one more time to start rotating it. Now down here at the bottom you can see a specific angle. I'm going to type in 90 because I want to turn it 90 degrees. Now I can grab the move tool. Do you want my key for the tech office? Or are you going to go out here? Yeah?
Yeah.
My keys are up on the front. You can just grab it off the ring. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm going to click move, and I'm going to move this over here into the window. I didn't really get that precise, so I'm just going to move that back a little bit. So I am going to stretch it a bit more because it's not the right thickness. And I'm going to click, oops. I'm going to click, this button here is scale. So I'm just going to scale it to be the size I want. Oopsie. This is not really cooperating with me. Hang on. You can orbit or use the hand tool at any point and just hit escape when you want to go back to the tool that you were using. Okay, come on, there we go, okay. And I am going to...
Hey, health and safety, you got the poopy pipe?
I'm recording a video for your students right now.
Health and safety.
What about it?
I'm here. Do you have the poopy pipe, the 103? The poopy pipe?
What are you talking
about? The poopy pipe?
Oh, that was all fixed. It's all locked up now.
Do tell.
Sorry, I'm recording a video for the class. Just give me 1 sec. Okay, so that's the window. So I'm going to click enter when I'm done, or this arrow tool. So that's my window. I'm happy with it, except if I orbit around to the back, it doesn't quite fit. So I'll need to do the scale from this side as well. But you need to make sure you grab the right... That's not the right one. It's not letting me grab the correct grip. Let me see if I can do it from under here. Scale. Okay, so actually what I would probably do is fix it from the other side and then push it back. So just make sure it fits before you move on, okay? So that's how you start. The next thing you would do is click on materials, find your wood floor, and then add it to the base. And if it's not the right color, I'm going to post another video on how to get the right color later, okay? And then you can also do, like, let's say we want one wall to be like maybe you're doing like a geometric wall or a stone wall. In the installed version, if you go up here, there's another option to change the size. In the web version, it doesn't offer that. And then maybe I want to paint the other wall a gray color. Okay, and then you'd start importing your furniture. Don't forget about your baseboards. You want to draw a rectangle and then pull them out 1 inch, okay?